That was a good start.
Yeah.
Supernatural podcast. So this was no place. There's no place like home. Return of Charlie. The Return of Charlie.
Return of Oz off screen.
Off screen. Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of like Oz in Supernatural is weird to me.
Yeah, but it would be nice if they could go somewhere. It just reminds me again that I want them to go somewhere.
Yeah, they're in the boring background part when they could be doing cool stuff like Oz.
Yeah, it's like Charlie comes back. It's like, oh man, there's all this cool stuff going on in Oz. What have you guys been up to? Moping in the bunker.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're watching the boring stuff that should be in the background.
Yeah, it's like, can they please go somewhere exciting and do something? Like,
yeah. Well,
you've had opportunities to do stories where they go somewhere and like a lot lately, you know, like the whole complaints about how they did season 9. It's just they always just stay around the bunker and just do some stupid Monster of the Week crap.
Giving them a home base was more terrible than good in the long run because they just keep going there and it's so boring. It's
yeah, but I mean, even if they didn't have it, you just switch it out for the hotel. They kept redressing slightly, but always had that wall divider thing.
At least they did. They were traveling around, so they did try to do some things kind of differently.
Sort of, but I mean,
even having set redressing is better than the bunker all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, just they need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Something needs to put them on some kind of journey to go do something that they can't just go back to the bunker or a hotel room even. And just go, well, we're back here. No, kind of reset every week.
Yeah, I don't know why the bunker is always like a drive away.
Yeah, you think they're going somewhere. It's just like, nope. Bunker's just like a few minutes away.
The Oz thing too, like it reminds me of when Charmed would do that, when they would add like fantasy elements in a horror show, and it doesn't always work out. But they've been able to do it somewhat in Supernatural. Like, they had the fairy thing, but they knew it was ridiculous. That's what made it funny.
Well, Oz can be done darker, as Return to Oz showed, when, you know,
yeah, if they'd done something like
cool.
That,
yeah, if they sent them there and you had some kind of Return to Oz shit going on, that would have been awesome.
That could have been creepy.
Yeah.
I would have rather seen Dean and Sam do that than Felicia Day.
Well, yeah, they've been nice.
Ash agrees.
Yeah. If they had gone to Oz again, that would have cut them out of just the regular rut, and then would have been something.
And again, something to go against that they don't know, rather than like just demons or just angels again. It's something that they don't know how to fight.
Yeah, which I mean, at least this episode was kind of something like that, because they had to deal with Charlie.
Well, seeing Sam tied up by that wizard was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Immediately screws up.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, well, we should probably get into that a bit more later, but just the fact that Sam was so stupid. It's just, we're completely unprepared for this.
They were both stupid this episode.
Yeah. So the main plot of this one was Charlie's back from the exciting stuff she did off screen, and
she won a battle in Oz.
Yeah.
Single-handedly as a dark half off screen. Like, they're just like, yeah, she won it single-handedly. Like, what?
They really say she won it single-handedly?
Yeah, they said they were losing, and then she said that Dark Charlie, once there was the two of them, she won the war.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she won it by herself.
What the fuck was that? Off screen.
Yeah.
Single-handedly won the war.
That's something. I don't know how she won the war, though, if Dean can take her down and punch her face.
Maybe they really just suck in Oz.
I thought maybe she led them to victory.
Maybe. I thought that she said it was single-handedly, but I could have misheard. I apologize.
I don't know.
But either way, even if it was with the army,
either way, it sounds
they still
like
won
awesome.
A war off screen.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the plot of this episode. Two Charlies. There's one's dark, one's good.
Two Charlies, a bee, and a pizza place.
A bee and a pizza place. So what was the Oh, Dean was so stupid with her because Sam and Good Charlie are off looking for one of the guys from Oz to try and fix the key so that they can get to Oz and then put Charlie and Charlie's two halves back together.
Right.
And then Dean is at a bar and he meets Dark Charlie there.
Did we explain that well? She's been split.
Yeah, I said that there was
Okay.
two of them.
Yeah.
She's been split and they're connected, and if you hurt one, you hurt the other.
Okay.
And so he sees Dark Charlie in the bar, and then immediately tells the whole plan to her, and then goes like, "Don't worry, I told her the wrong town, so it bought you some time." Why'd you tell her anything?
Yeah.
Why'd you tell her anything correct? Why didn't you even you could have just said, like, they're off looking for some artifact in Brazil or something.
Yeah.
Why did he say anything?
Yeah, that was
pointless.
really stupid. Tell her some outlandish lie about it rather than just, I told the wrong town, but everything else correct.
Because there was no reason for him to say anything to her about it. He could have not even said that they had a plan.
Yeah. I did like the start of this episode. Like, I don't know if this was a joke to the audience and that how much torture they've been doing lately, but Dark Charlie's like, I'm gonna torture you. Who doesn't love some torture?
What was the other line she said? It was exactly what we were thinking. It was, crickets. Whatever, we'll think about it. Anyway, they had a couple lines where it just seemed like they were talking about things that we were thinking for a while.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of nice. It's funny when Good Charlie's explaining to them that if you hurt her, it hurts Dark Charlie and vice versa, as imagining immediately after she told them that, it just smash cuts to them torturing her. This is the only way to get Dark Charlie here.
Sorry, it's just how it goes.
Do like that was sort of the plan once they find the Wizard of Oz's good half. It's like the guy who came back from Oz ended up being the good half of the Wizard of Oz, and that's how they lure the Wizard of Oz to Earth. They mortally wound him, so then he comes through a mirror, and Sam's plan to stop the Wizard of Oz was a gun.
It's a little anticlimactic when you think about it.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz was stopped by being shot in the face.
Yeah. What is good half? But I mean,
still shot in the face. That's how they solved it.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the face.
Yeah. I mean, that's very supernatural. It's like, oh my fuck, this is something super, important.
Why think of anything clever? Why don't we just shoot him in the face?
We don't have to deal with something like this. This is something bigger than we've dealt with in a long time. That was really easy.
Shoot him in the face.
Yeah, we killed Zeus that one time. Zeus, Wizard of Oz, they can all just be one-off things that we quickly tidy up.
It was so stupid too. They had to protect the two different Charlies, and so Sam had to stay with one. Dean had to go get Dark Charlie. Why did they put Dean, who is trying to stay off the wagon with all this evil stuff? They put him with the dark half.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he could have stayed with Good Charlie, and then Sam could have gone after the dark one, but they're like, nah, you go after that one.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're fine. You're only, like, shaking on the edge.
I'm just testing you, Dean.
Yeah, it seemed like Sam was just purposely trying to, like, use him as an excuse to get rid of things that he wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I dropped this knife over here. There's not enough time to go get it, Dean.
Yeah.
I guess you killed that guy that was mean to me one time. Oh no! What an accident!
Meanwhile, Crowley ordered a pizza and his mom hit it on him. That was a really weird subplot, but, as usual, it went nowhere.
Mom! my pizza! Where is it?
He eventually got the pizza, and then there was anchovies on it. He's like, the pizza betrayed me.
Betrayed me with the anchovies.
I hate anchovies.
I get better toppings in hell. Yeah, it seemed like Castiel and Crowley were with their mothers this week. This week.
Yeah, that's where Castiel.
I guess Crowley really was. We were
Yeah.
joking about Castiel's with his mom, but I think Crowley really was with his mom.
Yeah.
Crowley's at his mother's. Where is he this week? He's at his mother's.
Crowley's with his mother.
Shut up. So, I mean, I don't know. This week was kind of... a little bit of a letdown, but it had some stuff that was
Yeah,
good in it.
I mean, it was an okay filler episode.
Dark Charlie was, you were mentioning before, she was a little disingenuous.
Yeah, Felicia Day doesn't really play evil that well.
I think
uh,
there were moments where it worked really well, but there were a lot of
yeah,
moments where it was like,
mostly
iffy.
the start part, when she's
Yeah.
really giving them the evil speech when she's got that woman with the knife to her throat is like, no about that.
Yeah, the evil speeches,
But
not so much.
when she's talking about some of the similarities with her and Dean and
I thought that her last line when she was talking to herself, that was pretty creepy.
yeah, and when she's talking about what happened, with the guy that she's after, because her whole thing is she wants to kill the guy who drunkenly ran down her parents when she was a kid. That stuff was pretty good.
Yeah. It seemed like stuff did have some weight to it because, after she killed two people, it did mean something.
Yeah, that was nice.
And when she was talking to Dean at the end, he said he was sorry, and she said to prove it. I liked that.
Yeah, the ending parts were all pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was better than last week. Last week was kind of a step back, but
yeah, this was better.
And it helped that it didn't have any Crowley Castiel subplots going on.
Yeah, it is really annoying when they keep introducing really spectacular possible foes and destroying them in a one-off episode.
Yeah.
It's just, the Wizard of Oz! He's dead.
Darth Oz over there doing the chokehold on Sam like 3 feet away.
Yeah.
Like, all he has to do is, like, step forward a little bit, but chokehold.
Yeah, like, seriously, why couldn't this have been a season? It's the same thing like Zeus. Why couldn't the Greek gods have been a season? These are all better things than Supernatural does than it gets actual seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck. Have them go to Oz. Have them stuck there a whole season. That would change the show a lot. Give them a lot of different things to do, but meh.
So I was just imagining Crowley and Oz. Oh no! I have no power here!
Yeah, that could change the dynamic if they still wanted to keep Crowley around for the season.
Like sugar plum fairies.
You imagine
or something
he tries to betray them, but then he can't. He's like,
they split him up into good Crowley, bad Crowley. Oh no, I'm good Crowley. That would be bad. I can't betray anyone.
No, he betrays them with kindness. He tells them one thing, but then surprise, he's done something nicer for them. It's like, I'm sorry, I only got a few apples for us to eat. Surprise, I made cheesecake. I betrayed you.
Making them a cheesecake. Crowley, you're the best. It wasn't pie, I hate it.
But you know what? Nice, Crowley, you're one great cook.
What the hell even is kale? Yeah, we were imagining in this episode when she goes in to confront the drunk driver that killed her parents, like the comedy music would start playing. So yeah, I think that's about the gist of what happened this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say it was above average.
Yeah, pretty good.
So worth seeing if you guys are trying to catch up with the season.
Yep.
Cut.
Matey cheesecake.